Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to JSO's weekly Bible study. We are going through a series on testimonies. The Word of God talks about the power of our testimonies, our stories, and how God has transformed our life. And so, today, we have Nick here, and he's going to be sharing a little bit of his story about how God has worked in his life. So, Nick, why don't you tell us a little bit about your story?
All right. Well, my name's Nicholas. I'm 20, and I'm a volunteer here at Help Board Shop. So my story starts actually halfway across the world in the Ukraine. I'm adopted from the Ukraine. I was adopted at 6 months old. Grew up in Rockford, Illinois for 14 years, and then around 2015, I moved up here to Minnesota. Life was going good. I was raised in a wonderful Christian family. I always grew up in the church, going to church, Sunday school. Wonderful parents and an awesome sister. But then, as I started getting into the freestyle skiing world, I kind of fell in with the wrong crowd. I was a good Christian kid, didn't have a lot of experiences, so I was the easy target for kids to pick on and hate on. And with that, they had a lot more experiences than I did in different areas of life, so I felt very left out and lonely and always missing kind of the puns, the jokes, and just being like friends with them. So eventually I was the anti-person, the Christian, but eventually I felt peer pressure and just wanting to be friends with them and connect with them more. So I started vaping and, using foul language and not being a good Christian. So I went from the anti-vapor to probably one of the biggest vapors on the hill. And I got a lot of crap for it, but I kind of just pushed it off and didn't think much of it. And this continued for a couple years at the ski hill. Made some new friends, but still the same thing happened. I was a good Christian kid, the easy picking on target. So eventually, coming to my senior year, some other stuff from my past came up and just kind of screwed me over. I hit rock bottom. My life practically just ended. And that was kind of the turning point, where I was like, you know what? I'm at the bottom, I'm just going up from here. So I really sought God in relationships, seeing how He can change my life, how He can use me to be a positive influence in the world. So after my senior year, life got a lot better, was going to college, my freshman year in college, but after a couple months in college, I kind of fell off the deep end again. I felt peer pressure, wanting to be friends with a lot of these people, which got me doing things that I shouldn't have, smoking weed, laying around, drinking, some other stuff, and it was fun, but it wasn't fun. I felt very empty. It wasn't satisfying. The hole that I was trying to satisfy in my heart just wasn't getting satisfied. And there's only one type of love where that satisfy comes from, and that's from the Lord. So again, I hit rock bottom. All of it came out into the light, and I sat down, repented to the Lord, and I kind of rededicated my life to following Him and being a positive influence in the world and others around me. So I quit all that stuff, really strengthen my relationship with Jesus and just kind of let Him lead my life. And then eventually I was led here to JSOL, where I want to be a positive influence, influencing the action sports culture to be a positive Christian skaters. Really being able to influence them and saying, hey, this is what some of these people are leading you to, don't do it. You're not going to find anything, there's nothing there for you. Where we have the opportunity to speak life into them and really kind of watch out for them.
Yeah. That's it. So it's crazy because your story really follows along with the passage that we're going to be studying this week, which is in Romans chapter 12, verse 1 and 2, where it talks about not conforming to the patterns of this world, like the things that this world is all about, not conforming to those things, which as action sports people, we're all about not conforming. And so that's what we're going to be studying this week is not conforming, but being transformed by the renewing of your mind. So check out that passage, Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2, and we will see you at small group. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Nick.
Thank you.
It's amazing, and we'll see you all soon.